How a Gatorade could have changed everything. When leaving the house, people may forget about grabbing certain things before leaving. Usually this is insignificant, but sometimes it can lead to many more problems. This is known as the butterfly effect. This means that the tiniest actions can set off a chain reaction of events that ultimately lead to significant changes. Nasir. This is apparent in the film 127 Hours. In the movie, Aaron Ralston's experience of being trapped in a remote Utah canyon shows how a simple mistake can lead to life-altering consequences. As an experienced outdoorsman, Ralston is used to exploring landscapes alone. However, his overconfidence makes him more susceptible to critical errors such as leaving his Gatorade bottle in the car. This minor mistake quickly becomes a major factor in his struggle to survive. In the movie 127 Hours, Aaron Ralston's decision to leave his Gatorade bottle in the car had severe consequences such as rapid dehydration, intense hallucinations, and forcing him to drink his urine, emphasizing the critical role of preparation in life or death situations. 127 Hours follows Ralston as he goes on a solo hiking trip through Utah's Blue John Canyon. After a boulder falls and traps his arm, Ralston is left alone with no way to call for help and limited supplies. For 5 days, he battles physical exhaustion, mental distress, and the daunting reality that no one knows where he is. With little hope, Ralston must make unimaginable decisions to survive, eventually amputating his arm to free himself. This intense illustration of survival highlights how a lack of preparation can significantly impact a situation. One of the most immediate and severe consequences of leaving his Gatorade bottle behind is his rapid dehydration. With only a limited supply of water, Ralston quickly begins to feel the effects of dehydration. The dry environment accelerates dehydration, making it difficult for his body to function properly. The movie shows Ralston saving a small water reserve while his lips crack and he loses energy. If he had brought the Gatorade bottle, he would have had more fluids to sustain himself, making it harder for him to have dehydration. This depiction focuses on how, in harsh situations, one careless deed can turn into a potential fatal condition. Secondly, as dehydration and exhaustion worsen, Ralston begins to experience intense hallucinations. These visions are shown in the movie as both emotional and dark, representing his mental decline. He imagines conversations with family members, memories from his past, and even visions of a future son. It is more difficult for Ralston to remain clear because of these hallucinations, which make him confuse reality with fantasy. One especially significant hallucination, for example, concerns his parents and represents his regret for not telling them about his trip. This could have been suppressed if he had brought his Gatorade, which would have let him stay more hydrated. This mental collapse highlights the deep impacts of physical deprivation on psychological stability, which makes the fight for survival even more difficult. Finally, Ralston eventually has to drink his own urine to survive since he is out of water. This desperate measure is dramatically shown in the film, emphasizing the extremes he must go to in order to survive. This decision slows his dehydration and buys him more time. Although this was necessary, it wouldn't have been if he had brought his Gatorade. This instance effectively illustrates both the hard realities of survival and the consequences of poor preparation. If Ralston had brought more fluids, he might have avoided this desperate act. This scene serves as a reminder that when traveling to isolated, dangerous areas, thorough planning and preparation are crucial. Aaron Ralston's decision to leave his Gatorade bottle behind in 127 hours leads to severe consequences such as rapid dehydration, intense hallucinations, and the necessity of drinking his own urine. Each of these effects highlights the physical and mental toll of survival and how a seemingly minor mistake can escalate into a life-threatening crisis. This movie emphasizes the value of anticipating possible risk, and being ready before starting any trip through Ralston's experience. In conclusion, the film teaches the watcher a valuable lesson that a small mistake can lead to severe consequences if you don't take the right precautions.